world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from. My name is MD90 and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss any upload that comes up on the channel. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel, because we put out a lot of content, is head to the playlist and you'll find all various things that we're doing here curated for you based on your interests. So we've got the Kutka podcast, we've got the Tishimi production. These are movies, actually, short movies that you can find on that playlist. And news and trends. We do a lot. We do vlogs. We do a lot on this channel. So the easiest way for so that you don't lose yourself, you find that there's a vlog here. The next thing is main news. So for you, if you're interested in vlogs, head to the place. You're interested in the podcast, the place. You're interested in short movies, head to Tishimi Productions, the place in that section. So that's the easiest way to navigate the channel. Any other details that you need to know about me in the About section. If you need to contact me, every video has all my details that you need. Just check the description section. You'll find all the contact details or the About section. Otherwise, I'm glad to have you on this channel and share the videos that you'll find your interesting conversations. So any video that you find interesting and worthwhile conversation, share it with a friend, leave a comment, interact with the platform, and we always give feedback just as you give us feedback. So all my contact details are on every video that I put out. Just check the description section. If not, the About section, you'll find everything that you need to know. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, my email address, everything is up there. Otherwise, the comment section also work. Catch you around.
Well, the former head of state, Edgar Lungu, is back in court again. At least his case is still back in court. So petition challenging Lungu's second term amended. So as you may be aware, just recently he was barred from standing in any future election by the Constitutional Court. But there seems to be another case that is resurfaced in the Constitutional Court. What is on the other hand, the former Vice President, Inonge Wina, says, I've never been sent, Inonge Wina. So yesterday, or just a couple of hours ago, news had trended, stating that the current head of state, Hakainde Hichilema, had sent Inonge Wina as the envoy to go and talk to Edgar Lungu to persuade him to leave active politics, pretty much like retire or else he will go to prison. There was a newspaper headline screaming that headline. So just watch the previous live streams, you'll be able to see that video and the news outlet that published it when we reported of it here. So this is in the Daily Zambia Daily Mail. So they put up this article. So former Vice President Inonge Wina, let me just expand this article so that you see it in full. So former Vice President Inonge Wina, as described as lies, media reports suggested that President Hakainde Hichilema recently sent her to ask former President Edgar Lungu to retire from active politics or face jail. So Ms. Wina expressed shock and distanced herself from the allegations published by in yesterday's mass newspaper. So that's the newspaper that carried that headline. So says she has nothing to do with that. In the story, it was alleged that she was recently sent to see Mr. Lungu to persuade him to retire from active politics or else his family members would be imprisoned. No, then they are quoting the sentiments that had come from the Vice President. No, this is an allegation. I mean, the President has never sent me to do that. No, really, I cannot comment on such I cannot comment much on that because it's ridiculous, Ms. Wina said. I know how you people in the newspapers write things. I think it's speculation and it doesn't make any sense to me, she says. So that was a rebuttal to that news headline to say she did not receive any instruction from Hakainde Hichilema to visit Edgar Lungu, and neither was she aware of that news. What is the area petition? So petitioner who filed a fresh petition challenging the legitimacy of former President Edgar Lungu's second term in office following the controversial election victory in 2016 has amended the lawsuit. So that's what's going on with that particular lawsuit. So it goes further. Say Ted Kalusa is seeking the Constitutional Court's determination on whether Mr. Lungu and his Vice President Inonge Wina were lawfully in office, as they had not been sworn in by the Chief Justice. In the amended, Mr. Kalusa has submitted, in the amendment, Mr. Kalusa has submitted that Mr. Lungu, then president-elect, did not hand over the office to the Speaker of the National Assembly and continued to act as president. Mr. Kalusa's argument is that during the period, Mr. Lungu should have handed over power since there was a petition against his election by the opposition United Party for National Development President Hakainde Hichilema. In the affidavit in support of the originating sermon, Mr. Kalusa and Mr. Kalusa of Makeni Villa Lusaka has submitted before the Constitutional Court that the petition is in his own capacity. So it seems like that's a new lawsuit that we are likely to be hearing news about, challenging pretty much the legitimacy of Edgar Lungu's tenure of office from 2016. Should have been 2016 is the one that ran out until the recent elections that we held, the general elections in 2021. We wait and see how that plays out. But as you may be aware, so there's that amendment. And then Petauke by-elections to proceed. So because there was also a petition to try to hold, pause the by-elections from Petauke from taking place, but it seems like they will proceed. So Constitutional Court clears Petauke parliamentary by-elections. So the Constitutional Court has dismissed an application by governance activist Isaac Mwanza, which sought to hold the holding of Petauke Central parliamentary by-elections. Judge Matthews Chisunka threw out the application for consideration or conservatory order against the holding of the by-elections in the interest of the electorate in Petauke, who are scheduled to vote next month. The public interest in particular that of the electorate of the Petauke Central cannot be saved if the controversy order is granted and the by-elections for the office of MPA for Petauke Central scheduled for February 6th, 2024 does not take place, Judge Kalusa ruled. So he simply says it's in the interest of the electorate in Petauke for those by-elections to go on as planned, as opposed to holding them off to hear these court arguments. And then Masheke Kashamba put up an article with regard to why, let me just read it so that you guys listen to what he says. A lot of you do not understand our support for Hakainde Hichilema is bordered on our own survival as a people. There was a time some people declared it was their right and only theirs to rule Zambia, and therefore no one else would apart from them. Well, they were wrong. Despite the desperate ploy to franchise certain regions from registering to vote in 2021 tripartite elections, people in Zambia from the southwest, northwestern, and eastern, northern, and all corners of the great nation rose up and said, we have the final say as to whom will be president. The systematic injustice ended with the election of the man from Bengwa, a cattle header and an elder of the SDHH. Make no mistake, we will make sure to get a second term for him. He will equally set the motion of succession plan for 2031. So help us God. We will never go back to a place where we were marginalized. So he says at some point he feels his people were marginalized, and yeah, so that's the article he put up there. And then stop crying, take advantage of opportunities, this Anito tells youths. So that's in the mass newspaper attributing that statement to Liswaniso. And then Barbara Msamba's responded to him with that particular headline. So he says, a person that moves out of a house without packing anything and moves into a next furnished one is advising young people going through a lot to stop crying. Balisaniso, keep quiet. If you have nothing to say, you should at least ask the people to stop crying and look for opportunities. You have not created any opportunities for your friends from George compound, who in some cases you are found with. The opportunities that you have created for your friends from George compound are lunch offers and the Intercontinental Hotel, which your friends sharing the proceeds of your mining activity. Which one of your friends is sharing the proceeds of your mining activities? So she challenges the Saniso with regard to that particular article and statement they put up. Whilst the news diggers say ZESCO distances itself from Bank of Zambia system failure. Don't blame us. You have solar. So this news headline was quite clear. If you remember, it should have been like now 4 days ago, if not 3 days ago. Bank of Zambia online platform went dark and their system could not allow sending money and stuff. And they blamed it, they said they had a power failure. But people asked the question to say, Bank of Zambia has solar panels in their car park. So if those solar panels are not able to sustain the power requirement of the Bank of Zambia, then what's the point of them having them that? And ZESCO has responded saying, excuse us, in as much as if we did load shed you, you've got backup power, so just explain what happened. So if Bank of Zambia is hiding anything, it will not play in their interest. The easiest way is come up front to say, no, something happened to their system, and not trying to blame another institution, because ZESCO has been facing the heat for a long period of time now. So them receiving another hit that is supposed to be directed to someone else, they will not take it. And then they distance themselves from that particular power failure and say, hey, excuse us, you've got backup power. Why are you blaming that on us?